I had to make a decision whether or not I want to turn the AC on or off. A lot of people say, for the sake of the video, turn it off. For me, I don't give a fuck. I turn it off when I start the video. Show y'all how much I care. I'm dying of heat exhaustion. Yes, I'm in my boxers. You want to fight about it? No, leave me alone. Yo, what's up, guys? I think almost every YouTuber does the majority of their videos like in a box or something. I mean, in their boxers or their like sweatpants or like or booty shorts, I guess, for girls. Because who the fuck wants to wear pants when the whole video's purpose is for you to only see like the top half of my body? Unfortunately, this camera's too good, and and so you see way more than you need to, and there's like all this area from the ceiling that I can't cut out because life is hard. But anyways, we're not even here to talk about that. We're here to talk about Pokemon 2019 episode 19 review. It's a weird episode because I wasn't looking forward to it, as you could tell from my last week episode review, because it's a Team Rocket episode with a Ditto concept that's exactly the same as we've already gotten. The only difference is that it's more of it's considered more of a feel-good Team Rocket episode than like, there's a reference you missed out on. It's fine. The problem is, like, every region of the anime has a feel-good Team Rocket episode. So, like, this isn't anything new in the context of, like, new Pokemon ground. It's just kind of like a fine episode. It's an episode that could have been a lot worse. That's not. So I'm like, okay, I guess this is cool. I guess we're cool with it. There's not realistic. There's not a lot to say about it. It's the whole. It's one of those episodes where you almost feel like they should have just kept. I will say they're entirely almost. They're less evil in this episode. And they always do this. Like, when you get Team Rocket moments within Team Rocket episodes, it's fine. It's only when you have to, like, then introduce, like, the Ash and Go or Ash and Company, depending on the region section of it, where it gets messy. Where, like, the Team Rocket helped me. You know what would have helped this episode a lot? If Team Rocket didn't get screwed at the end. Now, granted, it's them playing the villain because that's what they are. But, like, the standard, we're still going to send them flying away. But they did do a good thing. I feel like, I don't know, for me personally, I think some of my favorite stuff with Team Rocket was back, like, a mixture of, like, Kanto had some episodes, Johto had some episodes, and then Hoenn and Sinnoh kind of played around with the idea of them being better as good guys than bad guys, but they never would, like, double down on it or make it like a legit arc. They did that stuff with James. James back then used to be the nicer of the three. Now they're all kind of about the same. And Jessie, actually, ironically enough, is nicer now than she used to be. Although, like I said, they gave her episodes that kind of alluded to the fact. I kind of wish they would just double down on that kind of arc, because these feel-good Team Rocket episodes are fine, but the problem I always have with them, they're just episodes. Like, and you have to be a Team Rocket fan. And the problem is, if you're a Team Rocket fan, it's not even for these episodes. You're usually a Team Rocket fan because of how Team Rocket is the rest of the time. So, like, these are cool episodes, but, like, it's kind of like, see, it's another issue of the series being as old as it is. A feel-good Team Rocket episode, and and to be fair, that's what it is. It's a good feel-good Team Rocket episode with Ditto and helping it gain confidence to deal with stressful situations. And, like, it's cool, but it doesn't amount to anything. Like, if they had caught Ditto, I probably would have been fine with it because I would have felt like it was earned. But the problem is that would allow them to successfully steal a Pokemon, and the anime is not going to let them do that, like, in the way that they should have. So, it's a fine episode, but there's, like, nothing else you can... To me, there's nothing crazy. I think the funniest part was probably... how Jessie said, I'm going to give you acting lessons, and then, like, the next scene, James and Meowth are like, what happened to the acting lessons? And they went straight into this plan about, like, being magicians and faking a switcheroo and allowing Ditto to, like, if Ditto could copy the Pokemon correctly, they could successfully steal a Pokemon. So I'm like, what about? I think that was funny, and I think the whole Team Rocket like Jesse winking the fuck out of Ash, and Ash still not getting it. I thought that was pretty funny. Although I don't even understand why they had to bait him into using it when he normally does it anyway. I would have, although I do find it, and we also have seen more and more hints of the Go and Reboot relationship, that he's in his rebellious phase, where he's not really listening to Go. Like, he still cares, and he's still, like, the same in terms of morals, but I don't think he respects Go. We just don't know where it runs through. And then next week seems to be like a season finale kind of episode. That's the vibe I get from next week's episode with the whole Lugia, and like there's supposed to be like a battle for Ash, another like tournament battle. So next week seems to be more of like the ending of the season, which makes sense because technically that opening's got to change anyway. I mean, Reboot's already evolved, and we're still seeing Scorbunny in the goddamn opening, so I figured we're about to hit that second opening after next week. I think it'll either be next week's episode or the episode after it, which is more likely. Like I said, it's not even like we've had bad. Like I think I've had 2 Team Rocket episodes here I've liked. They're not bad. It's Team Rocket. Like Team Rocket to me is like some of the more boring characters. Realistically, if they would have them have like legit arcs, I think I would be more interested in Team Rocket. But they don't let them do that. So what we end up getting is the evil villain like 90% of the time with these like little sprinkles of like good character development. The only thing that was kind of cool was, like I said, in Hoenn and Sinnoh, where they start playing with the idea of Jesse being a coordinator. And they usually end up giving James a lot of like heartfelt episodes, like with it's not Minccino, it's Chinchou, is it? No, not Chinchou. Chimecho. Duh. Chimecho and Cacnea. And then obviously the goodbye episode with Weezing and Arbok. Even some of the stuff with like Survivor. Like they usually give... James tends to be the more consistent with like emotion. Even Mime Jr.? Yeah, Mime Jr. They were more consistent with They usually are more consistent with James by giving him like the sad episodes. That's probably the reason why I liked him more than Jesse for a while. Because he was the nicer of the two. And then they kind of balanced them out and later, I would say pretty much at the Unova. Jesse became more likable because Jesse used to be a fucking pain in the ass. But now I'm just rambling. But, fine episode. Nothing especially. Like, if you're a Team Rocket fan and you're like, well, I wonder what this season's, like, traditional nice Team Rocket episode's gonna be. It's a fun episode. It's a nice episode for them. I just wish it led into something. Like, I hate these episodes. See, a nice episode for Team Rocket is out of the norm, so I wish it led into something. To do this thing where they're nice for an episode, although this one's more of an episode of circumstance, if it doesn't lead into anything, it's not as fun to watch, personally. But I don't know if anyone else noticed that. If anyone can let me know how they feel about Team Rocket in general. But I have noticed that Kojiro has kind of gotten more... It's weird. I'm so used to seeing James... I've been watching the Japanese version of Pokemon for so long. I'm actually more used to the Japanese names now than I used to be. But Kojiro used to be way more mean. Kojiro James. Used to be way nicer than he is now. Although he's not like flat out evil, but he definitely isn't as nice as he used to be. And then you got Musashi Jesse, who was a bitch. That's why Musashi's like emotional episodes in the older regions hit harder, because you need that contrast with her, because she was a bitch like a lot of the time. Now she's way more mellowed out. I actually would say she's probably the star of this episode of the Rocket Gang. I just wish they would lead somewhere. I hate having these characters here and literally they're just the villain. Like, it's so like old school anime. I'm so past that shit. I'm like, bro, and you keep giving them these moments. Like, let them be their own characters, damn it. To me, this isn't the region it should have happened. It should have happened like multiple. You've had multiple chances to do this, but let it lead into something. That's all I'm saying. It would be nice if it could lead into something. It's probably not, but I wish it would. Anyway, leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for the support. I have to work tomorrow, so I'll have my mask on. My fucking mask on. My mask is on. My mask is on. I'm Gucci. Corona came to shit. Fuck up. I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Oh, I breathed in too much. Can't let it in this way.